Have you heard of a virtual assistant and I'm wondering what in the world can they do to help you out? Well, in today's episode, not only are we going to talk about what virtual assistants can do, but more importantly, how can you figure out what you want them to do? What's up, guys? This is Philip Sessions, owner and founder of RefinedVA, where we help you, the busy dadpreneur, get virtual assistants so you can take back your time and be able to do things that you actually want. And so the first part of actually figuring out what it is that you can hand off to a virtual assistant is, in fact, starting with listing out every single task you do. I look at this as a task and time audit. So you've probably heard of a time audit, writing down everything that you do in a single day and over a week. And I would do this for the task audit is over a week. What are all the tasks that you do every single day? But not only that, put a time next to that. How long are you spending on social media? What time and how long are you spending on doing calendar update, job estimates, you name it. List out every one of those tasks and the amount of time. And if this happens multiple times a day, write it down every single time. We want to make sure we list out every little thing that we do. And now, just so you're aware, a virtual assistant can do basically anything that you can do on the computer. If it's on the computer, they can do it as well. They may need to be taught how to do it, they may need to learn it, but a virtual assistant is like any other person. They have a skill set, they can learn things, and they can do that work, but it just has to be online for obvious reasons. They're not there in person. So uploading your receipts, not going to happen. Now, if you have them in the cloud somewhere, then they need to sort them. That's a different story. They can do that, but they can't physically make you take a picture of the receipts and upload them for you. So you'd have to do that first part. But once it's on the computer, once it's on the internet, they can take over from there.
I can do that.
So now that we've listed out our task, we've done this task and time audit, the next step is to then go back and review what it is that you've done over that week, and then list the things that you hate the most or you dislike the most to what you like the most. So the least liked at the top all the way down at the bottom is gonna be the most liked things. So if you love to be on social media, then maybe that's at the bottom. But if you hate doing follow-ups, that's at the top. And maybe you're like, doing invoicing, uploading receipts, handling all of that, the books, like that's kind of in the middle. You don't really love it, but you don't hate it either. And so let's just go with these three examples that you have this, that you have follow-ups, you have uploading receipts, and you have social media. So what you want to do from there is then record you doing these things, the ones that you want to give away. Now you probably need to assess first. So next step would be to assess the tasks that you have, listed from least liked to most liked at the bottom, and decide, is this something that actually makes money or doesn't make money? And if it makes money, maybe you don't want to hand it off yet, but if it doesn't make money, then it's something that you should hand off, because it's not going to be something that necessarily moves the business forward and doesn't need to be you doing that. So once you have this list together and you've assessed and you said, these are the things it would be willing to hand off that I don't need to do, then you need to go and record yourself doing that. So once you've recorded yourself doing this, you're basically done. Now you need to go find a virtual assistant. So you want to record those things. That way you have something very clear cut that this is how you step through that system, and talk through it. Don't just simply record your voice saying it. You need to record your screen and probably record yourself saying it so it can be you. And that way that can be viewed for the virtual assistant for them to do it. So you don't have to create an SOP necessarily. You could use ChatGPT, any kind of AI to take that video, the transcript from that video, and actually create an SOP around that. Or you can get the virtual assistant to create that for you in the future. But it's not about you having to create all the systems in the first place. So once you've recorded this video, then you can reach out to somebody like us to be able to help you find your virtual assistant, or then you go on something like Upwork or Fiverr and find a virtual assistant for you to help start taking those tasks off your plate. And that's the way that you can figure out what it is that you should delegate to a virtual assistant. And if this helped, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and leave us a comment letting us know what it is that you need to offload, and we can help you and give you an idea if that's the best thing for your business or not.